house. Welcome back if you've been before. Hi, if this is your first time, this is my whip and chat of the week where I tell you everything that's been going on in the Withington household this week. I have my Aldi Starlight candle lit for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts or positivity. Know that somebody's got a candle lit for you. Put that over there. We are working on our Treasure Studio Art dragon sword today. So got my old foxes. Got me two foxes, look. I love them foxes. Where the heck have I put the... That one always goes fine when you pull that one off for some reason. There you go. Then I have some Diamond Art Club wax because I'm going to try out their new pen that I've got. I've got my trays. I might use this one. I do like this. I like looking at the flowers. So pretty. So shall we try out our Diamond Art? This is my first ever Diamond Art Club pen. Look at the colours. Ooh, hoo, hoo. So we're going to try it out. So I thought, well, I might as well use Diamond Art Club. Even though I'm working on Treasure Studio Art, you can mix and match as much as you want. And it's got a 4-placer on that end. So where are we there? So I've just put some wax. I've just pressed it into the wax straight down. I'm going to do the same with the tip, the single one, and I've done the same with that one. So guys, what we're going to work on, U's. Bit of fluff there. So what number is U? Let's get started. Number 27, and I've got my in my doobie box. We've got all the posh cons, like you say. Is it posh cons? You know what I mean. We've got them. Now I'm not using that one, am I? I'm using this one. So let's have a go. So this is U. Whoa! My pen nearly went flying then. You will hear noises upstairs. My husband's upstairs at the moment. Oh, there's a G there. I must have missed that one. What number is G? Let me just put that one in. I hate having one missing. 24. That's at the back, isn't it? Let me just put one in there. Yeah, hubby's upstairs. I think he's went up to put extra layers on because it's snowing. It's -2 and snowing. Believe it or not. And it is cold, cold, cold out there. The wind factor is a lot colder. Chilly, chilly, chilly. So because I've come in here, he said, oh, I'll work in the garden. So he's going to go and put some layers on. But I think he's actually sat on the bed with the dog looking at his phone. Got my juice as well, which is a far better idea than sitting out in the cold. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's tie this pen out. So, how's everybody else's week going? Have you got snow as well? I know a lot of places are having snow all over the world, aren't they? Ours is supposed to come in. It's just like light snow shower. It's sort of settled a little bit on the grass. But it's supposed to come in heavier this afternoon. But they said that last time. And what did we get? No. So I'll believe it when I see it. And if it does snow like anything, they forecast heavy rain for tomorrow. So, yeah. Goes from one extreme to the other. So bathed the dog this morning. Because she stunk. So she had a good old bath this morning. Dried her off as best I could with the hairdryer. She wasn't impressed. But she's all fluffy and soft and cutchy now, and she smells nice. I said to you, she smells far nicer now. She didn't smell nice at all, which is unlike her because she's not usually a very smelly dog, but her fur's getting longer because we haven't been able to get it cut. So I've cut it in places. Try and make it a bit easier for her with the scissors. But I'm no groomer, I can't groom her as such. Bless her little heart. So she does look cute now. So I cut it all around her eyes and so she can see out and around her backside and stuff. It was sticking to her fur, which can't be nice for her. So she's lovely and clean. I think that's why she's gone up with Dad now. They're cutching. She gets really cutchy when she's had a shower or bath or something. I got when they were on the settee for dinner. I'd got the blankets I'd washed that go on the settee that you put over yourself, and it came out the dryer, and I clicked it off before it went onto the cool cycle, and then took it into Grant and Lily, and they crouched under it. And you could see her little face. She was so made up. It's all lovely and warm, and she didn't move from there for ages. Bless her. She's all snuggly buggly. Snuggly buggly is a buggly buggly. Then I went to Tesco's to get some shopping for today and tomorrow. I wasn't going to do a big one. Oh my God, it was heaving in there. I said to one of the staff in there, I said, what's going on? I said, have I missed something? He said, it's been like this the last couple of days. He said, every time they hear there might be snow, he said, they just seem to go potty about buying stuff. I said, it's only supposed to be for this afternoon. I said, and then we're getting rain. He said, I know. He said, and when they all forecast it, we never get it. So I said, nope, I'm just going to get what I need. So I got what I need and got out. I can't be doing with being in the shop for more than I have to be. And I was on my own, so I didn't want to be out for too long because the girls were doing stuff and I didn't want to wait around waiting for them. I just wanted to go and get it done. So I held on to my trolley, and my trolley went off and got the bits I need for today and tomorrow. If anybody wants anything else, they can go up themselves. Well, I'm liking this pen so far, guys. Can you see any more U's? I think that's it, isn't it? I do like this pen. Very nice. Well, let's think what's been happening. Had a fun live on Sunday, so thank you everybody that came to my live on Sunday. Oh, we did have a giggle. Oh, I've cracked that. I thought I had. Dropped on the floor, look. I have to put some tape across there. I ain't scrapping it because it's my favourite. Yeah, we had a real good laugh all evening. It was so much fun. I like it when it's like that. You just have a bit of a giggle. Lifts your spirits, doesn't it? Alright, what colour do we need next? A T. Well, it's not a T, but it looks like a T. 15. Yeah, 15. Yeah, just double check. Yeah, so Jessie had, was it Tuesday? Yeah, hospital appointment with her paediatrician consultant. She took one look at Jessie. She couldn't believe how much she'd grown. She said, oh my gosh, she said she's so tall. So they measured her and she's just under 5'8". So she thinks she's going to grow maybe to 5'9". So she might overtake her dad at this rate. Her and her dad are on competition to see whether she can get as tall as him. But there's only like millimetres in it now, so I don't think it'd be long before she's taller than him, especially since we shrink when we get older. So I said to Grant, you'll start shrinking, so she'll overtake you at some point. So she was pleased. Paediatrician was really pleased. She's really pleased with how she's controlling her Tourette's and everything. But she said we've got everything in place. If things get too much for her, then we can go to the next stage. But Jessie's not keen on going on any drugs or anything if she can manage them, and I don't blame her. If she can cope with it, I said she's old enough to tell me now. I said so we'll go with how she feels. If she feels she wants to go on it, then yes. But if she feels that she doesn't want to go on it, that's fine as well. I said I'm not gonna say, oh, you have to go on it. I said, but we've done all the various heart tests and things that we had to do before you could go on the drug. So I said, everything's in place. So if you do, then consultant says, just ring me up and I'll prescribe it and get it out to you. So I said, well, that's fair enough. She said, you won't have to wait for an appointment or anything because it's all in place. But yeah, so that was good. I think Jessie was pleased as well, because she hates going. Hates things like that. She doesn't like talking about any of it anyway. Oh, monkeys. You see that? Anybody else do that? Press a bit too hard. Ay, 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 ay. Pressed a bit too hard, I am. So that was that Monday, Tuesday? Still having problems with my subscriber count. Something's going on, something's fishy, because I went on the analysis and whatever, not counting yesterday and today because I haven't done it, but for 2 weeks, this last 2 weeks, I gained 16 subscribers and I lost 16 subscribers, which has never happened ever. The 2 weeks before, I gained 56. The 2 weeks before, didn't lose any. The week before that, I gained, was it 20 something, lost 2. The 2 weeks before that, I gained, was it 30 and lost 1. The week before that, 2 weeks before that, I think again, I gained something like 25, 26 and lost none. So then all of a sudden for 2 weeks, I gain 16 and lose 16. So I thought that's something odd. And also my watch hours are up over 25%. No, more than that, sorry. My watch hours are up, was it 40%? And my views are up 25%. So if my watch time is up, my views are up, how come my subscriber count is going down by such a vast amount? So do you think you can get in touch with YouTube? No, not a hope. So I keep going on these sites all over YouTube. It keeps saying, oh, you must go to feed. Best bet is to send it on the feedback and then they'll get in touch. So I've sent 3 different ones, nothing. Not heard nothing. So I don't know. So I don't know what they're playing at, but it's odd. I said to you, didn't I was getting upset because it was vast amounts, and now every time I was gaining, I was losing. So I thought, right, so Grant said, well, go on your analysis and really break it down. So I did. And it was like, hang on a minute, this can't possibly be right when you break it down. As I say, you always expect to lose some, gain some, lose some, but not like that. As if something was, anytime anybody subscribes, as if the algorithm or whatever it is that does it was thinking, right, no, she's not allowed any of the subscribers, and would take it off. Very strange. But thank you. The last day, Stephanie Wolfpack and Diamond Paints, she put out a shout out for my Anything Mermaid Goes, Anything Mermaid Along, and I gained, I think it was 4 subscribers that came over, so thank you, Steph. So that was nice. I got a little flurry of 4, so that made me smile. So I've had, if you don't know, my hashtag Anything Mermaid Along starts on the 1st of March till 31st of August. It's called anything because it's any craft. Doesn't matter what the craft is, as long as it's a craft, you can do it, and it's something to do with a mermaid. That's the only requirement. Something to do with a mermaid, and it's got to be a craft. And then there's an entry form on the video that I put out about it, which I'll try again to put up in the eye, which has got the entry form on it as well. I've also now got a Facebook group called Mermaid Crafts. I have put invitations out to people. If I haven't sent you an invitation, just go on it, ask for an invite, and yeah, you know, ask to join and I'll let you join. and that's going to have everybody can put whatever craft they're doing and photos on there. We thought that would be easier to have a site one place. Don't worry if you don't have Facebook, there is Instagram that you can put it on as well, as long as you put the hashtag anything mermaid along. I've had 15 entries so far on my forms. Sorry, I have to drink, my throat is not very good. So I'm chuffed. So I wrote them all up in the book. We've had a few members join on the Facebook page. I think it's up to about 50, I think, members. The chat has already started about what people are doing and if they've kitted up, if they're doing a cross stitch and all sorts. So I'm quite excited. I ordered last night my cross stitch one. I've got my diamond painting one in that I'm doing, but I bought a few. We'll just say we bought bought a few cross stitch patterns. But the one that I'm really going to do first off is the moon with the mermaid on it. I think it's the Ariel hanging off the moon and the castles in the moon. So I've ordered all the floss and the fabric for that. I've also ordered for the skeleton mermaids that I got as well, but I haven't ordered for the dragon because I'm going to leave that. I'm going to do that one again, but I've got it. But I might change my mind. But I've got the skeleton mermaids because I thought that was different, and I've also got the mermaid on the moon. So I ordered all the floss from Lakeside last night, so that'll come sometime next week, so I can kit all that up ready. So that's going to be fun. I think there's a few of us that are going to be doing that one, which is going to be even better because we can compare what we think and whatever, which is always nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. What else? Oh, well, my channel, this week, I've been trying to sort out the money I put into my YouTube channel, right? Yeah, I dare any of you to do what I did, because I'm trying to work out taxes and stuff like that and all self-employment stuff and trying to sort all that out, and which is an absolute nightmare in Britain. Especially if you're a YouTuber, it's an even bigger nightmare unless you're earning mega bucks. But when you're not really, because you're allowed in Britain to earn £1,000 from your craft a year. Well, I haven't hit that yet, but I might, so I need to get into place everything just in case, because I don't want to get caught out or whatever. So I want to make sure that I've got everything above board. So I've spoken to 3 accountants, all told me different things. They were no help whatsoever. But the one accountant did say, she said, have you wrote things down? And I said, well, I've wrote some things down. What's come in off YouTube and what's come in on my Patreon. I've got accounts of that. She said, well, if I was you, I'd go through all your PayPal, all your Amazon, bank statements or whatever, and write down everything that you've bought to do with your channel. So anything that you've showed on your channel or used for your channel, or you needed equipment for your channel or anything like that, write it all down. So then you'll have what's come in on your channel and what goes out on your channel. I dare you lot, I know some of you haven't got a channel, but I challenge you lot to go through, even if you just go through PayPal or Amazon, whichever one you use the most, and write down for a year, from April last year to now, how much you spent. Oh my bloody God, I nearly had a heart failure. Yeah. It was well over. It was nearly double over, yeah, than I expected. Yeah. I mean, I hadn't made anywhere near, as I said, £1,000, but I might by the end of the April. Because you don't know, because you can't say whether you're going to get a lot of super stickers and stuff on your lives or if you're going to get enough Patreons. I think my husband's fallen asleep because I'm sure I can hear him snoring. Yeah, he has. And what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm trying to work out what I could roughly earn. So I thought, right, we'll put it at 1,000, you know, and then we'll work out. And it was over 8 months, not taking what I had in the bank, because I couldn't be asked to go through my bank statements, because by the time I did Amazon and I did PayPal, yeah, £1,685. Yeah, you heard me. So I thought, right, we'll just put that down, you know, rough number. So when I was speaking to the accountant, I'm saying to him this, I said, but I haven't made a profit, because he said, you've got to pay yourself a wage if you go self-employed. I said, well, how can I pay a wage when I need to be spending that money to keep my YouTube account going enough that people want to watch it? So I said, if I don't have products to review and to show and to talk about, or like this to do when I'm doing my whip and chat, then nobody's going to watch, nobody's going to be a Patreon, and I won't get any money anyway. So, and they were good. Oh yeah, see your problem. So then they referred me to who was it next I spoke to? Oh, Citizens Advice. So I get on to Citizens Advice. And have you tried, with the pandemic, trying to talk to people is near enough impossible, isn't it? But I did get through. Explained all my dilemma, and you know that, you know, it's gonna probably hit the threshold, so I need to make sure everything's in place and whatever. And I said, I've recorded everything, I've got all the figures, blah blah blah. She said, oh, I don't know, I can see your dilemma. She said, it's not straightforward. If you were paying yourself a wage every week and this, that and the other thing, then it would be straightforward. And if you were selling stuff every week and every day, then yeah. So she said, I'll have to speak to somebody and get back to you. So she spoke to somebody, they didn't know. They advised me then to ring Business Wales. Well, it was shut then. So the following day I ring Business Wales, which took me, well no, actually I Facebooked them first, because Grant found them on Facebook. So, because I tried ringing and couldn't get through, and then they were shut. So he said, try Facebook. So I tried Facebook, messaged them, and fair play, they got back to me by the morning. He said, no, you need to speak to somebody. So I rang them, explained the situation to them. Ah, see your problem. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to speak to another colleague and find out. I'll ring you back. So she said, yeah, because your supplies are outweighing your income. Yeah, right. So she found a more experienced colleague in finance or whatever, and they said, oh, don't know, you're going to have to speak to a finance advisor now. So that's where I'm at the moment. I've got to speak to a finance advisor, which will contact me within 5 working days. So it could be Thursday, Friday next week. So yes, I'm no wiser, but I've got all the books done, apart from what I've bought on my credit card, on my bank card, I mean. But like Grant says, you don't really need to put that, because you can just say you've got enough going in and out, you know what I mean? And what's on my bank card, I can just say is for me. So I mean, I'm not worried, because you won't pay tax on that anyway. Because I've got to earn £10,000 a year to start paying tax, but that's not the point. You still got to register and show your figures. So yeah, so I've been stressing over that all this week, and I put feelers out to everybody, and nobody's got a clue what you're supposed to do when you don't earn any time of profit and you don't pay yourself a wage. So they're like, oh, no, don't know, never heard of that. And I mean, might one day come, like I said, it might one day come that I make a profit, a little bit of a profit. You never know. Do you know what I mean? In 2 or 3 years, if I get, you know, more subscribers or whatever. Doubt it, but you just don't know. So, you know, I'm willing to say I don't know. And number 14. But I want to be prepared whichever way it goes. Do you know what I mean? And I want to make sure it's above board. Because you'll always find a neighbour or somebody that knows you, sees you. And the thing is, you know, I want to be able to advertise more on Instagram, my channel, and stuff like that. Once I know exactly what I can do and what I can't do. But we'll get there. And like they said, because I've already got in touch with everybody, and HMRC you can't actually physically talk to, but I've sent them an email. Like they said, you've done everything that you should do, and you've got all the figures that you need to have. So, yeah, just a waiting game. They just presume everybody knows what to do, but we don't. Well, I don't. I haven't done anything like this before. And the bit that Grant earns on his spoons is nowhere near that money anyway. So, he, you know, he doesn't have to do that yet. But like you said, maybe one day his will take off. So, we need to find out where we stand and what we need to do. So that's been quite an interesting conversations all week. My husband's sorry, it's making me chuckle. The kids are on holiday. They had a teacher training day yesterday, so the alarms went off, so that was nice. And they've got a whole week off now for Feb half term. And then when they go back, now listen to this. I can't. Apparently now they want the kids to, when they register in the morning, instead of giving a thumbs up, they want them to switch their cameras on, right, for registration in the morning. But they don't have to show their face. They can black their face out, because like my kids will not show their face on cameras, no ifs, buts whatsoever, you know. They don't have to, they can black their face out and they can put a background right on there. But the reason they want them on camera is so they can check their well-being. What the hell? How the hell can you check somebody's well-being by a blacked out face, a different background, and you just hear their voice? Why can't you do as you're doing now and just have a voice reply, say, yes, miss, yes, sir, I'm here, and that's it? Because I'm telling you now, oh, I have told them, but I don't know whether they'll listen. There's no way on earth my kids are going to put the camera on. And if they put the camera on, it'll be a completely blank screen, because they'll put a piece of paper across it. So, but yeah, so they've been stressing over that. Millie's been accepted to Hereford Sixth Form College. So she's over the moon. I can't remember what she's applied for. She's applied for classical history was one. And I can't remember the other. I think it was physiology, no. Psychology maybe? I don't know, I can't remember. But she's been accepted, and they have to say on your grades, but they said they can't see any problems because she's an A student. But they have to put that in. And also they don't know how the college sixth form is going to run, but that's in Hereford, so she'd have to probably travel in with Grant in the morning and come home with Grant. But it's the one she wants. Our school, because it's only a tiny high school, doesn't do any of the A levels that she wants to do. So she's dead chuffed about that, and I said, sure, she should be. She wrote a brilliant CV to go, application CV for him. So I think she's got an interview now on the 27th, is it? 25th, 27th this month, where they'll phone her and have a little chat with her. So she's a bit nervous about that. I said, oh, you'll be fine. You just talk to them like you emailed them, you'll be fine. So yeah, Jessie's still thinking about what subjects she wants to take. She's not sure at all, and I suppose it depends as well what comes back in the blocks. She says history, geography she definitely wants to do, but she doesn't know what the third one that she wants to do. So I said, well, wait and see maybe what's in the blocks, and then maybe that'll help you decide what other subject you want to take. Everything I suggest, again, no, don't want to do that. No, don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to do that. That's fine. That's fine. I want one of these. But yeah, my babies are all growing up. Growing up fast, they are. My oldest is out in his car somewhere. He's not speaking to us, so we won't go into that. Just say he's a 19-year-old, yeah. Yep. I spoke to Mum this week. That was a bit stressful. I rang her up and I said, yeah, you can speak to her. She's in the lounge. So they got the phone for her, and Serena, the woman that does it, she's brilliant with Mum. And I sort of said to her, you know, hi, it's Caroline, your baby girl. She said, oh, why have you been naughty? I said, I haven't been naughty. Yeah, you have. You just said you've been your naughty girl. I said, no. I said, to me, baby girl. I said, but I have had cake for my lunch instead of having something proper. And then it went quiet. And then I just chatted to her and said, you know, what the kids have been doing, what me and Grant have been doing, been crafting. I said, you'd be proud of me. I've been on the sewing machine and stuff. And I made vinyl project bag, Mum. I said it was like a bag you put your stuff in with a clear front on it. And she'd just go, oh. So I don't know whether she was taking it in or not. And then the next thing I knew, Serena said she's fallen asleep. So I said, that's all right. I said, I'll go. So Serena said, yeah, we'll phone later today if you want, this afternoon. So I said, yeah, all right. And with that, Mum opened her eyes and said, hang on. She said, I love you. Oh, I could have cried. So I thought, right, I'll phone again in the afternoon. So I phoned again in the afternoon because I thought, I've said I'm going to phone. I've got a phone in case she is waiting. So they keep her up in the big lounge now so they can keep an eye on her. And they got the phone to her. I said, hiya, Mum, it's me. I said, it's your baby girl, Caroline. Just phoning up to see what you had for your dinner and, you know, what you've been up to this morning. And with that, Serena said, Betty, stop. You can't get up. You know, have a chat to Caroline. Is Caroline on the phone? And with that, oh my God, she lost her temper. I want to go. I want to go. She was screaming at Serena. So Serena said, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, no, let her go. I said, what's she trying to do? She said she wants to walk, because that's all she wants to do is walk around the living room, the communal room. I said, no, let her go. She said, I'm so sorry. She said, you know, if I thought she was going to be like this, I wouldn't have let the phone call go ahead. I said, no, it's fine. But I could hear her screaming and shouting at Serena to get out the way. So I said, no, it's fine. Just go, see to Mum. And I did burst into tears. But I thought I'd had it in the morning where she'd said she loved me. And my dad had a conversation with her earlier in the week. He said he had about 7-8 minute conversation with her that made sense. So I said, well, that's better than nothing, innit? And then yesterday, the house phoned up to tell me she'd had another fall. Yeah. Oh, I was driving at the time. So Millie took the phone call because we knew it was the house. So apparently she tried to get out of bed. Well, they don't know whether as she got out of bed she fell again or what, but she was on the floor in her bedroom again when they went to get her up. Grazed all the side of her head again. So they were waiting for the doctor then to come out. She said her obs were all okay, but because she'd had a couple of bangs on her head the last week, that they were going to call the doctor out and do a thorough check. So they called the doctor, and of course they said, will you phone back? Yes, we'll phone you back with... No, they forgot. So by 7 last night I was pulling my ear out, so I phoned them. And Lynn, the nurse that was on, she said, oh, if I'd have known, I'd have phoned you. So she said, no, doctor said she's fine, but now she said we've put a crash mat by the side of her bed now, because the one side is up against the wall, and they can't put bars up because the lady lost her leg in another home, not to do with them, near me actually. The one mum was going to go in because she got her leg trapped in the sidebar and nobody noticed. Yeah, she lost her leg and then she lost her life, bless her. So they said no, they put crash mats down. It's not very high up the bed anyway. And one of those pressure mats, so if she does stand up or gets on the mat or whatever, it will set an alarm off so that they'll know straight away. So she's not allowed to walk on her own anymore. She won't use the Zimmer frame. She throws that. She's not using that apparently. So I said, you can't make him use it. And as I said to you before, and if she has a stick, she uses it like Charlie Chaplin, swinging it round and round. And probably a lot of you are too young to know who Charlie Chaplin is, because it's well before my time, but used to swing a cane round and round and round. That's my mum. So they got her up in the big lounge now, because they have like small lounges near their bedrooms and then a big main one. So they have her up in the big main one because that's always got a member of staff on at all times. So if she does get up, somebody can go with her and walk her up and down the corridors and in and out the rooms until she's content to sit down again. So that's good. But she's happy enough in herself. I just dread, you know, when you see the number, I'm thinking one of these days it isn't, you know, like she was when she went to hospital the other week, it isn't going to be, she's had a fall but she's fine. Do you know what I mean? I'm waiting for her to break a bloody hip or something. Or worse. So yeah, so every time that phone goes, my bloody heart goes as well. But hey ho, at least she's being well looked after. And as I said today, I did if not tell my dad, but I did tell him because I promised him if she hurt herself, I would always tell him. But if she hadn't hurt herself, then I wouldn't tell him, if you know what I mean. Let's put a bit of this back. So, what's that there? Z. 16. Well, it's still sort of snowing, the odd flake or two, but nothing much. It's really poorly today. I thought it was really, you know, when they say it's going to snow, I was secretly hoping it was going to absolutely come down, but no. I'm one of these people that say, if it's going to snow, either really snow or just don't bother. This piddly farty little bit of fluff that's coming down, I can't be doing with that. Girls were saying they can't wait till summer and then we can go for a picnic down by the river. They said that's their favourite memories, is going down the river with a picnic and take their metal detector now because they're both into that, and the dog. And they said, oh Mum, I can't wait till we can do that. Do you think lockdown will be gone by summer? I said, I bloody hope so. I said it's been here since December. I said there's no sign of it, the lockdown ending. But I said hopefully if we persevere now, then it will be finished before the summer. That's the way I'm looking at it. Right, I'll just do these double L wall belows. I don't think, how much have I got on the clock? I think it'll be a short one today, yeah. It's 39 minutes or something. But you don't mind, you. It's not an awfully long one today. I'm tired as well today. I didn't sleep last night. Everything that went on yesterday, I was like, you know, when you just lie in bed and think of every bad thing that's happened, every bad situation, and then you go over it. Could I handled it this way? Could I have handled it that way? Would it have been better if I'd have done that, or they'd have done this? And yeah, that was my night last night. I went to bed at 10:30 because I thought I was tired, but nope. 5:30 this morning. I said, just let me have an hour. And I did drop off for literally an hour. As if somebody had got a timer and said, right, you said an hour, that's all you're getting. It was like, really? That's all you're giving me is an hour? So I got up then, because I stripped the beds yesterday and I wanted to strip some of them yesterday and I'm going to strip the rest today. So I wanted to get the covers washed, dried and back in the airing cupboard. So I've done 3 lots today already. I'm washing and drying, 4th lot's in. And then it'll be another 2 loads I think are in there. And I bought some Thai curry, red and green curry, and these Chinese, you know, you get this meal for 2 in supermarkets, Chinese meal for 2 or an Indian meal for 2 or a Thai meal for 2. That's why I bought 2 different boxes of that, and I said that's more than enough for us. And some naan breads and some Bombay mix, because Jessie and Grant love Bombay mix. There you go. Oh, it's one bit wobbly there. I nearly missed that wobbly. So I might carry on and do some more of this now. I don't know. I'll go and check on my hubby, make sure he's all right. If he's still snoring his head off, I'm going to leave him be. I don't think he slept much either with events yesterday. So, but yeah. So. Thank you ever so much for stopping by for my little whip and chat for the Withington household. It's much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, you know the thing, little button down there. And all I can say is all the information's down below. Look after yourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.